What up, what up, what up? You know who it is. You know who it is. Caltech Studios, Mature Life Podcast. Today I want to talk about the decay of men over 50 and what happens to a lot of us, not all of us, but most of us people that I come in contact with, right? And that ain't a lot of people because I don't fuck with everybody, but just in general, the men I come in contact with, hanging out, cigar lounges, conversations or whatever, and how they, talk about things as we get older. Men over 50, most of them say they're not on, they don't deal with social media, right? And for a lot of reasons, some have their own reasons. But to me, the biggest reason is they just want to stay away, stay under the radar for whatever reason, right? They want to stay under the radar. Some of them are players. Some of them are adulterers or whatever the case. They just don't want to be on social media and they stay away from it. But here's the thing, as men become older, a lot of us, our minds start to become paranoid, and we start to feel inadequate about things and whatnot. We start to feel apprehensive about things. Maybe we don't have that same type of vibe. Maybe we don't have. Maybe we don't have the energy to talk to women anymore. I have some people in my family, and I discuss with him. He's 66. My brother-in-law. We go back and forth about. I'm like, "What are you doing, man?" "Oh, man, I ain't doing nothing. I'm just chilling." And then when I visited them, and it's like 2 or 3 of them, they same age. They all kind of grew up together in that age, and they're all talking about, "Oh man, it's scary out here, these women this and these women that." And I said, well, you weren't worried about these women when you were in your 30s, your 20s, 30s. You was out here getting turned down and rejected, and you didn't have a problem with it. So what's the problem now? Because I'm sure you never gotten every female that you tried to talk to. They all just jumped on board and said, you the best thing ever. I never thought the old guy would let me meet somebody like you or whatever. I don't think that happened. So, but yeah, you get over 50, I see a lot of men, a lot of people, a lot of men that I see that are just very, very restricted in mentality. It's like they're getting old. You know what I mean? When you get old, you start wanting to go to church, and you start thinking about death, and you start talking about all those types of things. So that's what I see. And I brought up social media is because there's good and bad to everything, right? And right now we're in a position where like AI is here, right? It's been around a long time, but as far as people having access to it, it's been around 3 years or so, and people don't understand it at all, right? And the best thing I think right now is that not only does, and I heard this from a podcast, and I believe it's true. John Hope Bryant and what's his name? What is his name? It's another gentleman. They were having a conversation about it, and saying that black people and white people now, we kind of like at an even starting line in regards to AI, right? Because 99% of black people don't understand AI, but also there's 99% of the white people that don't understand it either, or scared of it, or whatever. So right now we have an opportunity to really ramp up and be able to understand it and use it, and maybe create wealth. Uh, but that's the thing, and I feel that there are going to be a lot of black people, and especially black men, especially 45, 50 and older, they're going to miss out because of their closed mindset. You know what I mean? I've always had an open mindset because that's, just who I am. I mean, since I was younger, I've always been technology driven. I've always been relationship driven and just in a building process. So whether it's been social media or AI or anything else that is that seems interesting, I've done that. But that's my biggest concern, is that as we grow into this AI world, because it's coming, it's not going to go away. So where are my black men? Are they going to be invested, or are they just going to fade away and not be able to understand what's going on or participate in what's going on? So that's a scary thing for me. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, just the people that I'm surrounded by, yeah, I see a void and a lack of continuing education in life. And that would be a sad tragedy if that happens. So you know what to do. Like, comment, share, all that type of shit. Complex Studios Mature Life Podcast.